the first big day of WrestleMania week. I'm Matt Carlins, and this is Just Pro Wrestling News for Thursday, March 31st, 2022. A big welcome to those of you listening on TheWrestlingRevolution.com. You can bring our updates to your website. Find out how at JustProWrestlingNews.com. WrestleMania weekend basically begins today. A bunch of promotions are running shows in the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. The Collective kicks off its offerings at noon Eastern with Glory Pro's Cemetery Gates. Later in the afternoon, it's Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 8 with Jon Moxley versus Biff Busick, Minoru Suzuki versus Chris Dickinson, the former John Morrison versus Simon Grimm, and more. Tonight, Moxley defends the GCW Championship against AJ Gray at Joey Janela's Spring Break 6 Part 1. Janela himself is on that card. He will take on X-Pac, Sean Waltman, plus Mickie James versus Allie Katch. Mexico's AAA promotion is running a show at WrestleCon early this evening. Laredo Kid will defend AAA's Cruiserweight title in a three-way against Bandido and Flamita. La Rebellion defends the NWA tag titles against Aerostar and Drago, plus Psycho Clown versus Black Taurus. Later tonight at WrestleCon, it's the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show with Minoru Suzuki versus Biff Busick, Timothy Thatcher versus Tomohiro Ishii, the Briscoes versus Homicide and Low Key, plus Atsushi Onita and the Rock and Roll Express are scheduled to appear. On top of all that, Major League Wrestling and the Control Your Narrative promotion are running TV tapings in Dallas today.
AEW.
Toni Storm is all elite. She made her AEW debut on last night's Dynamite and beat the Bunny. Storm is the first to qualify for the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. FTR beat the Gun Club and later challenged the Young Bucks to a match in the near future. We also saw some tension in the Pinnacle between FTR and MJF. Andrade El Idolo beat Darby Allin in last night's main event. Bryan Danielson beat Wheeler Yuta in a very competitive match. Jon Moxley also faced the tough test but got past Jay Lethal. CM Punk beat Max Caster, and Punk made it clear he is going after the AEW Championship. Speaking of the champ, Hangman Page and Jurassic Express got their stolen title belts back from Adam Cole and Red Dragon. Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz returned to Dynamite, but couldn't overcome the numbers advantage of the Jericho Appreciation Society. The 30th opponent for the undefeated TBS champion Jade Cargill will be Marina Shafir. Fightful reports AEW will not renew Marco Stunt's contract.
Impact Wrestling.
A new number one contender for the Knockouts Championship will be decided in a Battle Royal on tonight's Impact. Also on the show, Josh Alexander versus Madman Fulton, Jonathan Gresham versus Kenny King, Bullet Club's Jay White and Chris Bay versus the Motor City Machine Guns, and Deonna Purrazzo holds another Champ challenge. Before the Impact has Diener versus Black Taurus.
WWE.
The Heritage Cup Championship is on the line on today's NXT UK. Noam Dar defends against Mark Coffey. One half of the NXT UK Tag Champs, Trent Seven, faces Ashton Smith. If Smith wins, he and Oliver Carter get another title shot against Seven and Tyler Bate. Also on today's show, Amel versus Zaya Brookside. That is Just Pro Wrestling News for Thursday, March 31st. Our next update comes your way tomorrow morning, so please rate, review, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. You can also support us by checking out our Patreon page. I'm Matt Carlins. Thank you for listening.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.